Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
And checking out his splits, you can tell he's taken more of a backseat in their offensive game plan the last 10 games. His usage rate isn't as high, but that's natural. At some point during the season, every player goes through a stretch of fatigue.
Here are the five for the Cavaliers. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. It's Hunter and Mobley teaming up at forward. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. And for Minnesota, they've got Rudy Gobert. Miles Bridges is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Edwards in at the 2. Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball. And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Reid, a screen on Garland. Fox with the ball. Now guarded by Mobley. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
The lefty, De'Aaron Fox, boy, I am happy I do not have to check him.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Well, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what makes him such a lethal player, Richard?
Well, for starters, it's his combination of speed and shooting. Still one of the fastest players in this league. And the exciting thing about him, Fox is just now entering into the prime of his career. I just love the fire that Garland plays with. Even inside, he is aggressive.
Reid sets a screen. Here's Fox. And the layup falls. Fox has got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Back to Garland. Allen, left side. 3 on the clock. And here's Hunter for 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Reid, a screen on Mitchell. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Oh, and Reid with a block. Here's Edwards. And he goes right over Donovan Mitchell and slams it down.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. For Cleveland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hunter passes to Mitchell. Here's Garland. The 3. He drops it from range. Garland's got his second basket.
A legitimate threat from deep. Garland continues to look more and more confident taking this shot.
Reid sets a screen. And it's Fox with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Garland, following the score by Minnesota. Hunter finds Mobley. Cleveland working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Garland. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You can tell this team really relies on Darius Garland on the offensive end.
And that's because he offers options. Garland can make plays for himself and others. So you never know if he's going to make that nice pass or that nice shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, this summer, the entire Cavaliers executive front office staff received multi-year contract extensions. Over the last 3 years, Cleveland has had the third best record in the association. Guys, and there's a sense that a culture is being created that is permeating every level of this organization.
You'd love to hear it. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
And the basket by Gobert.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. We discussed Evan Mobley and how he wanted to defend him coming into this matchup. He said, quote, to make him settle for jumpers, we don't want him getting easy buckets or deep inside positioning. That's when you get into trouble. We'll see how good the resilience is against him tonight. BA, back to you.
Allie, thank you. He's checked in for Mitchell. And as we head deeper into January, let's glance over the power rankings and see where we're at. You take a look at the Celtics. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they're one of the 5 best teams in the league. I like how they're playing recently, surging in the middle of the season.
Hunter against Connaughton. Garland, the pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Tyson. And here's Hunter for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season. DiVincenzo against Garland. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. They set the screen. Edwards, the pass to Miller. And he banks in the layup.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Talk about a high percentage look. Allen right at the rim.
The Timberwolves have got 7 of 8 in the basket. DiVincenzo against Garland. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
But what a gutsy win. To struggle in the offensive end that much and still win the game, that says something about the character of the team.
Now here's Edwards, doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
Cavaliers trail by 8. Allen on the wing. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Here's Tyson. No made baskets yet. Out to Mobley. Let's go with a 3. Allen. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
When you have a traditional big man like Allen, you expect those offensive boards. Second chance points are a must.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. It's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Cleveland also making some changes. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Hunter, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Garland. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Ball with it. 14 points for him last game against Miami.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam thanks to AT&T. So it's the Cavaliers now. Conley passes to Mitchell. From deep, Mobley connects from downtown.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Reed, a screen on Conley. Ball into the lane. Up and in on the layup.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Tyson. Back to Mitchell. Throws it up high. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Making full use of that reach. Allen able to pluck the ball out of the air for that easy lob.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And sends it home with some pass.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Outside Conley. From deep, Mobley. Minnesota with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Fox, that's good. Fox has got 11 points.
Nimble move by Fox against contact. Able to slip through and get it to go.
Back to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. And stolen by Bagley. Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. There's Ball with a 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. And now it's a 12-point Minnesota lead.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Bryant, he's checked in for Allen, and it's Strus in for Evan Mobley. Here's Strus. He's averaging more than 12 a game, a consistent threat on offense. For 3, Conley on target from range.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
From a Division II college player to earning a big free agent contract, Max Strus, what a story, Richard.
Yeah, he went undrafted in 2019, and then he signs a 4-year, $63 million deal with the Cavs, and he has earned every single dollar.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Minnesota.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Cavaliers trail by 11. The drive by Mitchell. And he gets the bucket. Mitchell's got 5 now.
The speed of that first step is just what makes Mitchell so difficult to contain.
Miller, a screen on Conley. To the middle. And Miller, the bucket, on the assist by DiVincenzo.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Cleveland has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Guys, back to you.
On a mission. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Miller, a screen on Conley. Pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. And Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring it up for Cleveland. 9-point game. Cleveland working the ball around now. Count the basket. 7 points in the game.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Miller a screen on Strus. Bridges outside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw is off from Bridges. Down low. Here's Mitchell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Mitchell's got 9.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
Cavaliers trail by 7. They've got Marvin Bagley. Keon Ellis is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Miles Bridges. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
This is a huge night for Mitchell, and all he really does is score.
Here's DiVincenzo after Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end. Pass to Bridges. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And here's Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. And Cleveland another 3.
So prolific. Mitchell's a guy who can put up 50, 60, and he's even proven to put up 70.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Ellis goes back up. And Bagley with the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
From deep, Mitchell. Can't get it to go. He's shooting 6 for 7 so far in this one. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. To the inside. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 5-point Minnesota lead. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully. Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. second for the Cavaliers. About halfway through the season, let's take a look at the standings out west. Taking a look at Minnesota. At the midway point of the season, they're in 4th place in their respective conference.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Ball into the lane, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 7 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Picked by Gobert. Takes it inside, and Ball gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Here's Conley. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. 7 points in the game.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts, and he has the skill.
Gobert on the high post. Gobert showing his skill inside.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Mitchell against Edwards. Now Mitchell. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
He was a menace on defense as well, managing 3 steals.
And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter. Cavaliers trail by 11. From deep, Mitchell. Ball with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Following the score by Minnesota. And Nance with the slam.
Sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Mitchell. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And he drops the first.
And to be a superstar in this league, you need more than talent. Personality, confidence are keys too. And we know Anthony Edwards has loads of both.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Bridges comes in for Love. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Connaughton. And it's DiVincenzo in for Ball. And both free throws good for Edwards.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Let's look at the best shooting teams in the association. The Timberwolves, number 1.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Cavaliers trail by 13. Allen outside. Pass to Mobley. There's the triple. Rebound Minnesota.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Reed, a screen on Allen. Here's Reed. Out to Fox. Clock at 6. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Fox for 3. Minnesota again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Garland for 3. Pass to Tyson. Garland scanning the floor. 4-3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
To the paint. And Reed with a basket on the assist by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his 5th assist in this one. Cavaliers trail by 15. Outside Hunter. Back to Garland. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
Bridges, a screen on Garland. DiVincenzo, pass to Bridges. Mobley with the block. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Fox. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Now here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Reed, good. Reed's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Garland. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And it's the way he stayed aggressive in getting to the foul line that was impressive. But he also did a superb job in cashing in from the foul line.
Fox makes his move inside and scores.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Outside Garland. Allen with a screen on DiVincenzo. Garland for 3. Reed with the rebound.
I tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Now here's Fox. He's guarded closely. Misses from short range. Cavaliers trail by 15. Here's Hunter. He takes it in. And finished off by Hunter.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Bridges misses. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. .127 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Matthews. Checked by Mitchell with the drive. Matthews' shot is good. The Cavaliers trail by 13. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Miller, a screen on Garland. To the middle. Mobley with some nice D.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Garland with the ball. Checked by Bagley. The kick to Hunter. For 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second period. Here's Miller. And they get it back. Bagley, a screen on Mobley. Miller, the pass to Bagley. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Allen. Here's Mitchell. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
That free throw is good for Mitchell. 5 ticks left in the half. The three from Ball. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota. They're up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Big Diesel, Kenny the Jet, Ernie Johnson here. But before we dive into the scintillating analysis of the first half, let's check out the power rankings. If we had power rankings on this show, I think the percentage points would be pretty close between the three of us.
Doesn't matter if it's a fraction of a percent or 100%. I'd still be at the top.
Well, it definitely does matter, Shaq, and that's the difference between a tight race, and it's being unanimous. That's the difference.
That sounds like what a guy in last place would say.
Ouch. And guys, let's talk now about that first half of Minnesota there in a tight one.
They're getting a lot of looks at the rim, and that defense has no answer for it.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. The opponent just doesn't have the guys to stop you.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Cavaliers trail by 4. On the court right now for Cleveland. Mobley and Allen control the paint for him. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward.
You see the body control that Garland has, takes on the defender, gets hit, adjusts, and finishes. It's just a work of art.
Fox, the pass to Reed. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Mitchell finds Allen. Garland for 3. That one doesn't drop. He's 4 for 10 from the field now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Gobert with a screen on Garland. Here's Fox. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside Mitchell. Cleveland working the ball around now. Mobley outside. Outside Mitchell. Double team on Mitchell. 5 to shoot. From deep, Mobley. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. Cleveland again missing.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this out. Got to pick it up.
Pass to Reed. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Now here's Edwards. He had yes! Whoa. Throw it down!
Oh! The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Taking a look at defensive metrics, these are the guys who continue to block shots at a high rate. Evan Mobley, number 1.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Mitchell, a screen on Ball. Garland with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Garland, no good.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Pass to Ellis from deep. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Garland, the pass to Allen. Outside Garland. And he's going for the lob. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Making it look so easy. The 6'11" Allen just hops up and finishes it perfect.
Bagley sets a screen. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Ellis. 6 to shoot. Now here's Ball. Launches it. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Mitchell. 23 points in the game. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And Cleveland making a change here. Tyson's checked in. Outside Hunter. Out to the wing. Pass to Tyson. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. Kept alive. No good that time.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
For someone who doesn't get to the line very often, it's good to see Ball putting some pressure on the defense.
Elbow. 2.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Timberwolves.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Take a break.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And he knocks down the first one.
I'd like to call a little attention to Ball's determination, both on and off the court. You throw a challenge at him, and he will do everything in his power to overcome it.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
Cleveland working the ball around now. Inside. Nice D from Ellis.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Connaughton from downtown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Garland. Now here's Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight.
Nice job by Allen inside, getting the ball in a good spot and finding a way to execute.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Evan Mobley.
Yeah, it's easy to tell where he's put his effort and focus. It seems he wanted to become better at blocking shots, and boy, has it paid off. I mean, if you look at the numbers, they've just continued to improve over the last few years. No doubt it's impacted his team, too.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Gobert. uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 10 points for Rudy Gobert.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Mobley outside. Pass to Tyson. Outside Garland. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Love a screen on Garland. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. Mike Conley comes in for Darius Garland. Oh, that's good.
Setting a big screen and then Love finishing off the roll. Great hands and skill.
Pass to Tyson. Back to Conley. Mobley passes to Conley. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Outside Edwards. The three is up. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Tyson. Good on the 13-footer. Tyson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Down low. And Love with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Edwards has got 8 assists here tonight.
Great movement from Love, finding a hole in the defense.
Here's Tyson. 7 points in the game. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Tyson. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Picked by Gobert. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
The three from Mitchell. Rebound Minnesota.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's DiVincenzo. Still no points. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. So both teams making some changes here. Bridges with it. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Oh, Edwards, money on the triple.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. Here's Wade. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. A fantastic drive by Mitchell.
One thing you can count on with Mitchell, he will just keep attacking.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. They've got a 9-point lead. Now here's Ellis. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And during the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. Cleveland, 2nd.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Cavaliers trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell down low.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Bridges, a screen on Conley. Inside. And the basket by Bridges. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
40 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's Tyson. Pass to Strus to the paint. Ellis with a rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Edwards for 3. And man, from the corner.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
Strus the pass to Conley. The three. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Conley's got 10.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Keon Ellis, Dante DiVincenzo out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Naz Reid. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Out to DiVincenzo. Outside Reid. Stolen by Strus. Pass to Tyson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now here's Fox. Drives to the hoop. So quick! Fox, wow!
Let me tell you guys what, I am happy I'm retired. I would not want to check Fox. This man is way too quick.
Outside Mitchell. Here's Tyson. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Tyson's got 10 points in just the second half. Minnesota leading by 8. Now Fox. DiVincenzo on the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Showing the point guard instincts there. Fox with great vision.
Mitchell, the pass to Wade. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. The shot by Tyson, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Fox against Mitchell. And Fox powers it home.
I love what Fox has been able to do offensively. He's really dictating the pace of his game.
Cavaliers trail by 13. Pass to Wade. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That free throw, no good. Connaughton, he's checked in for Ellis. He hits the second from the line. Here's Fox. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Merrill, left side. Cleveland again missing.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Now here's Connaughton. Pass to DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Strus the pass to Wade. Back to Strus. Launches a three. Cleveland again missing. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And there's the screen. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Mitchell. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Fox.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Connaughton passes to Fox. Reed a screen on Mitchell. And it's Fox penetrating. And the shot goes. Fox has got 6 here in the quarter.
Explosive on the bounce. Fox is just a blur.
And here's Mitchell. Fires from the wing. And he hits the jumper. Mitchell's got 29 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Outside Strus. Double team on Mitchell. Cleveland working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Strus. Here's Wade. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Outside, DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Fox. And here's Strus outside. Knocks it down from distance. Strus has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's DiVincenzo to the inside. And Reed with a basket on the assist by DiVincenzo. And it's 9 points here for Naz Reid. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 17. Pass to Merrill. Beyond the arc. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Reed sets a screen. Ball stolen. Right wing. Here's Tyson. Merrill with it. The 3 from Mitchell. It's hauled in by Connaughton.
The way he started this game, he wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Launches it. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Now here's Strus. Inside. Here's Tyson. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
It's Harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, De'Aaron Fox.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. The three is in!
You could see that Mitchell was hungry on that play, ready to fire as soon as he touched that ball.
Ball against Garland. Outside Edwards. Here's Love. Outside ball. There's a screen by Love. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Love watching ball operate in the screen and roll, just picking the defense apart.
Mitchell. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Garland. Another chance. It's tipped. A minute 35 left in the fourth quarter. Bagley, a screen on Garland. Now Love. Shoots a three. Shot's no good.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. So go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
Incredible game for him. He had endless energy. No doubt, best player on the floor tonight.
Here's Ball. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. There's the drive. And Ball throws it down.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And Cleveland has possession. Following the score by Minnesota. Hunter can't get it to go. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Love. Ball into the lane. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the Cavs with possession. Pass to Tyson to the left side wing. They set the pick. Outside Porter. And he drops it in from the low post. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And time now to introduce our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. You look at the Timberwolves, fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Gobert. Fox is out there with Edwards. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Reed in at the power forward position. And for the Cavaliers, the rim protectors standing tall for them, Mobley and Allen. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the 3 slot. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Tries the spin move. Here's Mobley. Offline with his 3. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Cavaliers. Reed with the screen on Garland. Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
You see how quick Fox is on his feet. Give him an opening and he'll just take off.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
Here's Fox. Jared Allen making his last shot. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. Edwards passes to Gobert. Mitchell with the steal. And Mobley throws it down.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
It's Fox with the drive. Can't connect from short range.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Mobley wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. To the middle, here's Reed. Nice pass, right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
Reed against Mobley. Back to Garland. And the three off target.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Reed with a screen on Garland. It's Fox with the drive.
A full speed attack at the rim. Fox is lightning quick.
Cleveland leading by 3. Allen outside. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Picked by Reed. Over in the corner, Edwards. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Here's Tyson. Last game out, he had 14. Mitchell's shot is good.
And this is what Mitchell delivers for his team. He's an efficient shooter you can rely on for buckets.
Now, here's Fox. A 23-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. The Cavaliers, 4th.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Now, here's Garland. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team chemistry.
Dribble penetration is what Garland's all about, and he's a great decision maker on the move.
Miller with a screen on Garland. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mobley outside. Now Hunter. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Now, here's Fox. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside Garland. Pass to Mobley. Cavaliers moving the ball around. The 3. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Miller with a screen on Garland to the inside. That's good from Miller on the assist by Ellis. And that ties it up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Mobley outside. Inside. And then Allen slams it in.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Now, here's Fox. 8 points for him. Takes it inside. Well, we know that players will often hit a wall at some point, Coach, in the season. When does that happen for coaching?
Yeah, maybe on opening night, Kevin. No, there's so much work that goes into it in the offseason. Opening night is almost a sigh of relief. But that feeling of relief does go away pretty quickly.
And the first one drops. Ranked last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the third most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
Fox hits them both. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Some of the numbers here for Donovan Mitchell.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
The Timberwolves trail. Bridges a screen on Conley. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Such a wide open look. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Ball kicks to Bagley. Mobley with the block. Spurs against Edwards. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's his first foul. Wade, he's checked in for Mobley.
Now into the line for your Cavaliers, number 32.
Here's Strus. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Timberwolves trail by 5. Ball with it. Conley picks him up. Bridges a screen on Conley. Ball, the pass to Bridges. And now here comes Conley leading the break, and that one's good. Hunter.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Bagley with a screen on Conley. The drive-by. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And I tell you what, Ball has some nifty dunks up his sleeve, effortlessly getting off the ground to bash that one in.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trail by 8. And here is DiVincenzo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Edwards, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Wade dishes to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Hunter, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
First one falls for him.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
That one misses. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Mitchell looking it over. Right side, Conley. Out to Wade. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards inside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Cleveland, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. Hunter is out there with Wade, and it's Conley in at the 1. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul. Cleveland leading by 7. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Back to you guys.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Minnesota. The shot by Wade, no good. Bagley with a screen on Conley. DiVincenzo with it, guarded by Hunter. He gets that one.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
To the paint, here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5, down low. It's stolen by Wade. Here we go, one-on-one. All the way, Donovan Mitchell.
How do you guard that? I mean, Mitchell just towing with the defense.
Bagley the screen. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Shot clock at 6. There's Ellis with the 3 ball. A 3-pointer is right on target. Ellis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Conley finds Hunter. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Bagley with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. There's a good screen. DiVincenzo with it. Wade picks him up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Irons checked in for the Cavaliers. Garland comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Miller comes in for Miles Bridges. Edwards, he's checked in for Ellis. And it's Fox in for Dante DiVincenzo. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Cleveland leading by 3, 13 feet away. Hunter no good. It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Hunter. Gobert the screen. Can't get it to fall. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Conley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. You know, Stan, even at this late stage of his career, Mike Conley brings tremendous value to the team.
He sure does, Kevin. And look, we know this. No one brings more discipline and professionalism on a nightly basis. He keeps this team poised, he keeps his team organized, and he's a great mentor to the young players on this team.
Edwards, no good. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle, here's Mobley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Back to Fox. Evan Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Spruce with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Garland, no good. Minnesota's gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's the pick. And it's Fox with the jam.
What a great performance from Fox. Scoring well, shouldering the offensive load.
Pass to Strus. Here's Mobley. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. That one drops for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Timberwolves second, the Cavaliers fifth.
And you can see the communication for both of these teams has been improving. Everybody seems to be on the same page, and that explains those great assist totals.
Now, here's Ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, this kind of free throw shooting just leaves a coach shaking his head. I mean, they have been awful from the line this quarter.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now here's Ellis. Back to Connaughton. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A selfless player. Ellis is always looking to make the next pass.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Strus is checked in. The Timberwolves have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. And that one misses. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. 3-point lead. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now, here's Ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Bagley sets a screen for Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Few guys operate pick and roll better than Ball. He has total control. Takes what the defense gives him.
Here's Garland. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Strus. With some arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
Here's Garland. Following the basket by Lonzo Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Donovan Mitchell.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Pass to Garland. And the layup's good off the glass. Garland's got 6.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
Connaughton with the screen on Garland. The kick out to Matthews. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Ball against Mobley. 5 on the clock. And here's Matthews for the 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Garland against Ball. Pass to Connaughton. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Connaughton's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Tyson. Now Mobley. He's defended by Connaughton. Count that one from Mobley. He's got 11.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Connaughton with the screen on Garland. Ball, the pass to Connaughton. Here's Bagley. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Mitchell. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They set the pick. Garland against Ball. To the paint. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Bagley.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Pass to Tyson. Mobley outside. Allen with the screen for Mobley. Inside. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Now Fox, after Darius Garland missing on that last 3-pointer. Edwards passes to Reed, taken away. On the wing, Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. 36 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Gobert with a screen on Garland. Down low. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Rudy Gobert.
Well, given how tall and lengthy Gobert is, it makes sense why he looks to score inside. Nice bucket there.
Now, here's Garland. 6 points for him. Right wing. Lock at 6. Mitchell is double. Over Edwards. Here's Mobley. And so it's Cleveland. Headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Chris Finch. And, Coach, any adjustments that you'd like to see on the offensive end?
Yeah, I mean, ideally we'd like to get some movement and get into a bunch of random pick and rolls, and then we feel like keep the defense a little bit off balance, but been a little sluggish so far tonight.
Got to put the defense back on its toes. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
Well, these guys, they've been giving us a preview. Every night you see them do something special.
It's been like that all season long. Amazing showmanship from this entire group. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Neither is that. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Timberwolves trail by 7, and so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Fox. Miles Bridges is out there with Reed, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Edwards in a 2-guard. Basket counts.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Allen outside. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Tyson. Oh, good with the triple. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Now, here's Fox. 12 points for him.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Now Edwards. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Reed. Here's Garland following the 3 by Minnesota. Pass to Mobley, and here is Allen. Now Mitchell. Back to Allen. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. 8 points for Allen.
And this is where Allen should look to score because he's got the size and length.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
To the inside. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Pass to Tyson. Miller against Mobley. Allen with the screen for Mobley. Locked up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see Allen's eyes light up when he saw the opportunity for that alley-oop and finishing it off in style.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game. Allen defending, misses the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Tyson with the bucket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
There's a screen. Here's DiVincenzo. Mobley with the block. Mitchell in the corner. Fires for three. It's Mitchell with the tray.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's Miller with the three. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers leading by 9. For three, Mitchell. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the paint. Here's Miller. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others, and I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough. Look, DiVincenzo relishes the chance to punish the defense. He likes to shake them up with the slam.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Hunter's checked in for Mitchell. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Naz Reid.
It's clearly been a focus for him to go after the backboard, and he's succeeded. He's never shied or sacrificed his body, putting in the extra effort. Seeing the way he's been trending, I won't be surprised to see his impact continue to grow.
Mobley misses. Timberwolves trail by 8. And here is Fox. 12 points for him. Reed with a screen for Fox. Pass to Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Reed's got 5 points in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Here's Tyson. Mobley outside. And another miss by Cleveland. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Picked by Reed. Fox with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I love when Fox takes initiative inside, giving the Dean no choice but to foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, trying to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mitchell comes in for Hunter, and Mike Conley subbed in for Garland.
Just a smart veteran play by Conley, making sure the ball gets to the guy with the best shot available.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 12.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Now Edwards, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Edwards with it. Inside, here's Reed. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. Down low. Conley gets the bucket. 6 points for Mike Conley.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Fox against Conley. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Fox. Pass to Mitchell. To the wing right side. Tyson. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Fox. 16 points for him. Ellis can't get it to go. Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Ellis. Shooting. Foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look now for Cleveland. Dean Wade comes in for Jared Allen. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Mobley. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Reed. Miller comes in for Bridges. Matthews, he's checked in for Ellis. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Fox. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 7. Bagley with a screen on Conley.
2 minutes remaining.
Matthews left side.
2 minutes.
Misses the 3. Now Cleveland shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Tyson. Matthews with the steal. Bagley the screen. To the middle. Shoots. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And that's now 6 points for Marvin Bagley. Ball against Conley. For 3, Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Shots good by Miller.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Hunter. Takes the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Driving in. Bagley kicks to Edwards. Bagley sends a screen for Edwards. Edwards slashing in. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Hunter sets a screen for Wade. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wade. Off the left rim and out. For 3, Edwards. Edwards puts in the 3.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll get you back to the action after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. Hands out there with DeAndre Hunter, and it's Conley in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now DiVincenzo, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. On the wing, Fox, defended by Strus. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Connaughton missing. The Cavaliers leading. Now, here's Hunter. Strus with it, now guarded by Fox. Strus's shot is good.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
They set the screen inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Conley's shot is off. Minnesota shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Here's Reed. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Naz Reid is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Naz Reid, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and, yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
Now here's Conley. Hunter, no one around him. That 3 off the mark.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Defended by Strus. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
For 3, Mitchell. Rebound, Minnesota.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's the screen. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Conley against DiVincenzo. Pass to Hunter. It's Strus on the wing. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Picked by Reed. Now DiVincenzo. And Reed has it in the corner. Second shot opportunity. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Now, here's Hunter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Strus finds Garland. Three-pointer, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
Now, here's Fox. He's defended by Merritt. And they pick up 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Mobley. Now, here's Strus. And here's Garland for 3. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. Minnesota leading by 3. And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hands. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Garland dishes to Mobley. Mobley double teamed. Pass to Hunter. Shoots over Reed. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here is DiVincenzo. Now here's Gobert, covered by Mobley. Chalk up 2 there. Gobert's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
With his giant frame, Gobert sets a good screen and then just pivots into open position.
Mobley the pass to Merrill. The wide open shot from Strus. Connects from 3-point range. Strus has got 8 points in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's DiVincenzo. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, I love seeing DiVincenzo be opportunistic on offense. He's very effective when he seeks out his own shot.
A 3, Hunter. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 6 assists in the game. Minnesota leading by 3. Gobert with a screen on Garland. DiVincenzo with it. He's looking for Hunter and finds him. Down low, Fox with the steal. To the paint. And the layup is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Mobley outside. Mobley double teamed. Merrill gets the bucket.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Now, here's Fox. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away.
Okay, fans, we need you to get up for your head through hot.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Mobley. Got it!
And with lots of big game experience, Mobley knows how to get it done in crunch time.
Minnesota leading by 3. Bridges a screen on Garland. Now here's Bridges. And yeah, it's good.
There's a fearlessness that Bridges brings to this team. He just welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Now here's Garland. Mobley. Reed with the rebound. And Reed has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Outside Edward. Ball fired. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That's foul number 2 for him. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland feeling it out a little bit. No problem with the wide open jam.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Hit by Bridges. Here's Ball. Oh, what a play inside.
Well, his number got called, and Ball was ready, delivering here in a high-stakes moment.
Cleveland's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Garland misses the three.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now here's Reed. Edwards. Bagley. Great pursuit. Got the second chance bucket.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
It's Allen. It's in.
And just seizing the moment. Allen not shying away in the clutch.
So they foul intentionally.
Second, team foul.
And the Timberwolves with possession here.
Well, look, Edwards welcomes physical defense because he looks for ways to get to the line.
Anthony Edwards, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead.
Garland fires. Cleared away by Bagley. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so Minnesota takes the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.